When we last left off, the party reconvened at the capital, Kiron of Venterhaven. They gathered supplies, gathered information, and prepared for their voyage into the not undiscovered, but area where not a lot of expedition has been met. They managed to capture one of the outposts that once belonged to the enemy forces that they have been fighting. And now the group heads there via their airship, which I don't think they have a name for it yet. As they are heading, I believe you guys suggested yet you guys just want to head straight there, no stopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So heading there, full throttle, not stopping, going to finish what you started, finally put an end to this so-called cult before it officially takes root and spread. So now we turn to the party as they are on the airship of no name as they're making their voyage. Let me just get some music here. You're all making your way towards the area which is over here, which holds one of an outpost as well as a monument to Mother, the evil deity that everybody now knows is related to Layla. So you guys are on the airship. There is a calm. You just left, so you haven't even reached the caverns or canyon or of the mountain peaks yet. So it is a I can't speak. A relatively calm day. No issues whatsoever. As you are sailing through the area. Sorry, I'm looking up stuff that I could fill in, like aerial stuff, But yeah. So you guys are flying via in the ship. I think, do I have the ship out? I do. Okay. I have the ship, so I'll move all of you there. And I will lovingly refer to this as airship map. There we go. So you guys are sailing through the air. No issues, and you have your captain, not captain, helmsman Gerald, I guess, as Adrian is sailing the ship. So Adrian for the session is just going to be doing the airship checks of sailing and maneuvering, since he can't be here for this session. So, what is everybody doing on their voyage? Again, you have not reached like the mountain peaks yet, so you're not in the zone yet.
I guess Boris would be practicing with his sun axe.
Yes, because you now have radiant, fire, and ice.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. Layla, what are you going to be doing?
She would be meditating.
Okay. And Nail, I guess, since I would say Nail, you do have supplies where you can do your alchemy. So if you want to do some potion making, you could totally do so. You have the capability of making common to like uncommon, common, and rare potions. So just tell me what potions you want to make, and I will tell you the DC that you need to make. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Otis, you're like have your sun axe out like a lightsaber in this sense, like switching between elements. You switch to the radiant. The radiant is like basically like an actual lightsaber. When you switch to the fire element, you can see that it's like the form is like just pure fire, that it's like a living fire that is happening right now. And then when you switch to ice, it solidifies into an icy frame that provides a certain cold breeze slash particle effect around the blade as you're switching between these elements, testing them out, like just doing some practice swings. Layla, you are, I'm guessing you're meditating in the captain quarters that everybody is basically deciding to be their, like, shared room, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you meditating about?
Um. Hmm.
Like you're just meditating in general, just trying to calm your nerves for this fight, or are you meditating
She,
about something else?
she's just calming her nerves,
Okay.
centering herself.
Okay. Okay. So you're just in the room meditating to yourself, trying to calm yourself so you could be prepared for whatever may happen. Unsure what you might encounter, but preparing yourself, hoping you could stop whatever is to happen and maybe prevent another catastrophe or event that happened to you. And Nail. So I did tell you that you can do your alchemy. So the question is, are you wanting to do potions or are you wanting to do something else? This is just me asking what you guys are going to be doing in the first couple days of the voyage. So I could just, paint a picture.
I want to make a potion of fire breathing.
Okay, and is that a rare potion? I think it's a
It's
rare potion.
it's uncommon.
Okay, it's uncommon. So because common is easier, common is like what's the word? Like the difficulty. Like common is easier to make, uncommon
Easy.
is easy to make as well, but there could be some side effects if you get something wrong. And where is like going to be a bit like
Difficult.
yeah, let's say like common is going to be like you need to beat a DC of like 10, uncommon also 10, but if you get more with the roll, I might say you get to make like something above uncommon, and then where is like you need to beat a 15 at least. So you want to make a potion of fire breath. How many are you wanting to make?
As many as I can in reality.
Okay.
A lot of
I
people
would
don't do
say
anything with
I
their
I
bonus
would
action.
say in the context that the max I would say with the supplies, because you can make different supplies and there is a limited amount, so you have a shipload of supplies. I would say the max you can make is 5 potions of any kind. That is the max
Yeah,
I could set to.
5 potions of fire breathing.
Okay,
Let's
so
go with 3 potions so I can have the supplies to make 2 other random potions.
oh no. I'm saying you can make a max of 5 of the same potion.
Oh, okay, then yeah, 5 fire breathing potions.
Yeah, I'm saying like oh, as much as possible, and say okay, the max fire breathing potions you can make is 5, and you can make another max of other potions. Like if you want to make healing potions, you could do that, but it would be maxed out at 5.
Okay,
But
yeah.
yeah. So I need for you. I think we said that it would be intelligence. For making potions, right? Plus, and you are proficient, so you have proficiency added on. And you could use your guidance for these rolls.
Yes, do you
So
want me to roll
yeah,
once?
yeah, once. And okay,
Let's
so
see.
that's 12. Okay, so you make a regular fire breathing potion. So that's 1.
Do you want me to roll it again?
Yes, for each one because you're making a max of 5 or 3.
5.
Okay, so roll 5 times with those stats. Okay, you succeed. 15, 26, 16. Okay, so you all make sorry, not you all. You sorry. You make your fire breathing potions. However, one of the fire breathing potions, you know what these potions are supposed to look like. You know from an alchemy standpoint. However, when you look at one of the fire breathing potions, this is the 26th, you see that this one is a different shade, like hue of the color, like fire breathing potions, or like you see that the color is a bit like maybe brighter than usual. But it's the same color as a fire breathing potion. It's just a bit brighter, the color of the potion.
Yeah, did you see that I put the description of the fire breathing potion in chat?
Yep, I did. So yeah, so you see that the orange is a bit brighter than usual, like a yellowish orange, which you don't find too odd. Maybe you put more potent ingredients in this potion, but you have that. What other potions are you wanting to make?
Uh, at the moment, that's it.
Okay.
There's not that many people who actually do anything with their bonus action, so this is something that I can give out.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. So that's what you do for the like first day or two is you're making these potions.
Yep.
And Otis is doing his practice fighting. I bet also mingling with the crew, getting sure everybody in fighting shape if they need to. Layla, can I ask you to just make a wisdom check? Not a save, just a wisdom check to see if you could calm your nerves. Oh, uh, Layla left. Damn. Okay. Um. Okay, I will do something else. Okay. Okay.
I guess Oris will go talk to Nail.
Okay.
Hey, Nail, I got a question for you.
Yep.
Could you make a potion of giant strength if you had the ingredients?
Potion of giant strength. So I think, is that a rare or common? Okay, hang on. Potion of giant, like giant
Strength.
strengths.
Yeah.
Okay, because there's like different potions of it.
What kind?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, because there's different potions of giant strengths. There's the uncommon, rares, very rares, and legendaries. So uncommon is hill giant. Rare is frost and stone giant and fire giant. Cloud giant is very rare. Storm giant is legendary.
Yeah, what rarity do you want? How much
Um,
stronger do you want to get?
Oris is asking out of curiosity. He does not know the different types of giants. Different types of giants. The only ones he's used to are frost giants.
Okay, so I
Well,
guess you could say frost giant. So I would say now you do have the possibility of making something that is equivalent to a frost giant strength, but it will only be stone giant. You don't exactly have the specific materials for it, but you do have something for stone giant. But it's the same thing, it's a rare, and it gives a 23 strength score.
yes. They did the same thing, they just look different.
Indeed. So is that what you are wanting to make? And I guess the question is, how many? Like one, two?
Uh,
Like asking Ortiz in this situation.
yeah. How many
Oris,
potions do you want?
I was just asking if you can make them in general. What exactly do you need for any of them?
The weirdest ingredient is I need an actual fingernail from a giant. Around these parts, that's stone giants.
Stone and hill giants, depending, but they are very rare to find out in the open. Mostly they live near mountainous areas or in the woods. But
Yes,
again, scarce.
that's the most unusual ingredient. You can create a potion that is dependent on the giant you acquire. So, if we want frost giants, you would need the fingernails of frost giants. Or if you wanted a more powerful version like a cloud giant, you would need a cloud giant's fingernail.
Okay. Well, I think I could get you some frost giants nails.
We do
Okay.
have some of the ingredients on
Okay.
hand.
Otis.
He doesn't
You
have them on him. He's talking. He doesn't have them on them, but he's just talking about later.
okay, because I was a bit confused. Like, do you actually have some? And if so, I was gonna ask, how do you have them?
Yeah.
I mean, so just like giants are ranged by how strong they are, potions of giant strength typically are only as effective as giant you get the fingernail from. So hill giants are pretty weak. They're the weakest of all the giants, so they get the least powerful. The next step up is things like the frost and fire giants and the stone giants. They'll give you a pretty Well, depending who you are, not necessarily all that much of a boost, Steven. What is, as a player, what is Ortis' strength score?
It's naturally 16,
Oh,
but
well,
with the
I'll,
belt of giant strength, he has a lot more.
wait, what does the belt do?
The belt of giant strength increases his strength score. Uh, belt of giant strength. Here we go. And I don't think. Oh, right. There's even rarities to that.
Does it increase it to a value, or does it increase it by a
It
value?
okay. While wearing this item, your score changes to a score granted by the belt. So basically, if he has the hill giant bout of strength, his strength score will go up to 21. So I guess
Oh, then this is worthless to you.
yeah, but the question is I forgot to determine that, but what type of belt of giant strength do you have, Otis?
What
Hill
do you?
giant.
Hill giant. Okay, so your strength score is 21.
Yeah.
So this would be a question for the DM. If you have two things that do the same thing, does the more powerful version take effect, or the thing
Yes,
that is more
the
permanent?
more powerful version would take over because the hill
Okay.
giant strength is 21. The stone slash frost giant is 23. So you'll just have 2 extra points of strength. But
Yes.
basically, you're basically getting like something that is basically the same, but you have the hill giant one already, which is a permanent thing. Unless you want to change the belt of giant strength for another magic item, and that's the
I
reason why
would.
you're asking this.
I wouldn't do that because this only lasts. Potions only last for an hour. The potions. So I'm going to tell Ortis that a potion of giant strength does the exact same thing as his belt of giant strength, just for an hour. So the effects aren't going to be. You cannot use a potion of hill giant strength and a potion and a belt of hill giant to do anything because of how the magic works. You become as strong as a hill giant either way. You don't become twice as strong as a hill giant.
Yeah. Also, Oris was probably asking about the frost giant, but yeah, probably just tell you, yeah, he's like, yeah, I think I could procure you some frost giant toenails.
Not toenails. It's like
Well, it's just
fingernails, like nails of sorts.
little toenails, fingernails. It doesn't matter.
Hell,
They're all the same thing.
I would even say a hair would even work as well.
If you were going to do that, I would think about improving your permanent magical item rather than acquiring a
Yeah,
temporary
so I would say
improvement.
this. All magical items, if you get the required materials for the one that you want upgraded, so say you want the belt of stone slash frost giant strength, you will need to get certain materials from that specific enemy in order to upgrade it. I would say magic items are upgradable, but if you want something specifically done to like an already pre-gen magic item, like say you want your flame tongue to switch between a different element, you will need to gather certain element stones in order for this to work. Hence why Otis has the sun axe slash elemental axe to switch between the elements because you need to get certain materials for this to work and it costs money and certain materials for it to work. So basically, if you want to get the frost giant or stone giant belt upgraded, you will need to get certain materials and take them to an actual individual who does forge and craft magical items. Hence the magical item research and development section of the Citadel they can do that. However, it is experimental to upgrade these items. It's only series crafting, and I usually make a roll determining how long it can be done, hence like how many days it would take and like how much gold it's going to be. So like I said, if you want this belt to be upgraded to frost giant level, you would need to get certain materials for it to work, to upgrade it, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Basically, it's doable, but you need specific materials.
Yeah.
So basically, it's null and void if you want to get a thing of giant strengths. Hell, I would think like maybe I don't know what Adrian's strength score is actually. Let me pull his up.
It's probably very bad because he's a dex based. So
Yeah.
he's a charisma based fighter.
He's a warlock, so he uses his charisma for his attacks, as well
Yes.
as he does have dexterity. Like his build is specific to him. Pardon me. Ooh. You guys are powerful. So his dexterity is 14. His charisma is 20. So he's a charisma based fighter. His strength is 10. So basically, he's not that strong. And Fecht, I think Fecht isn't strong as well.
And he's a druid, which means he uses his wisdom.
Yeah, he uses his. Hang on. Come on. Load. There we go. Okay, his strength is 15. So his wisdom is 20. His constitution is 15. I think that's because of his symbiotes that he has. So he has that. Which, by the way, I don't know when he is coming. It is way beyond that, so I'll just add him again. But, yeah. So basically, magical items can be upgraded. In my campaign, I am allowing that. But if you want something different to be crafted from nail, well, like I said, you have the materials for almost every potion on hand.
Yeah, he was asking in general. Probably for his friends and family.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, but yeah, I can make them, but just you already have something better. So here, I'll give you this instead, and I'm gonna hand you a potion of fire breathing.
Okay.
Which potion? The regular one or
One
the
of the regular
one with...
ones.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hand you one of the regular ones. You
Mhm.
drink that, and for an hour, you can breathe fire 3 times.
Even ignoring my rage.
Yep. I mean, your rage doesn't prevent you from using bonus actions, right?
He has to use his bonus action to rage the first time, but he could use a bonus action to take the potion on his next
Well,
turn.
no. What
To
I mean,
activate
so
it?
you can drink it, and then for an hour, the potion will last for an hour, and at any point in that hour, you can use a bonus action to shoot fire 3 times. You can do that 3 times.
It's not a spell that you have to concentrate on, so the rage won't affect it.
Yeah. Also, Layla, welcome back. Could I ask you to make a wisdom roll? Not a save, just a regular wisdom roll. To see how you could calm yourself. Okay, 15. You managed to steady your wisdom. However, the wind gusting around and the creaking of the ship, it is kind of hard for you to like get into that mental zone. You're able to calm yourself, but like for deep meditation, that is hard to do with this type of
Mhm.
distraction. But you manage to just regulate your breathing and reflecting on what you have learned. So the first couple of days go by. No aerial stuff happening so far. So it gets to lunch, or not lunch, dinner time. Like a couple of days go by, so you get to some dinner time right now, and you hear some of the crew mentioning something about like great warriors and whatnot, and talking about how powerful this one guy was, who was great strong, and that he was an elderly man, but he had like the strength of like 50 or so men.
So, Layla, how do you feel about this journey?
Are you asking Layla?
Yeah.
Just kind of want to get over with this last stretch. Been spending so much time in a filthy jungle with everything trying to kill you. But I also have dread. Not sure what to really do after this. Once this little island's safe, I know I will have to go home.
So,
And
Layla,
Mhm.
what's your
Yeah,
home like? Huh?
it's a place I don't ever want to return to. Besides, well, this Farum. Bes- Farum is a typically nice place. Desert, large structure, a lot of magic. But there's this place specific that I used to live in, I was raised in. Not sure what kind of condition it is now, but I know I have to go back there to find out the truth about me. But on a less gloomy topic, finding a nice place for Mordred to live in, where he can fly around and be a and grow to be a large dragon. Should be nice. There are a few places I was told he could be given refuge.
I think, did I
I,
mention those? I think I
you
did.
mentioned you mentioned one here and like three on the main continent, like two or three on the main continent.
Yeah, that I think the bronze dragon mentioned that he could take care of the dragon, Povin the Gentle, because he can take care of that individual. And he has also mentioned that there are possibly other dens. Unless you ask this question to the Duchess. Like, did you ask the Duchess or did you ask the bronze dragon?
Sorry, what was the last part?
I asked, did you ask the Duchess or the bronze dragon about some places for Mordred to?
I think it was the Duchess.
Okay,
Because I don't think I talked to the bronze dragon about it at all.
Yeah, because you did bring Mordred there, but you didn't talk to him about taking Mordred to someplace that is safe. He did comment about the dragon, and he did comment about another dragon of the chromatic dragons, which was a blue dragon.
Mm-hmm.
We tend to have I see a few ice dragons in Car, but we usually have giant murderous badgers.
Actually, question about that.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, Ortis, how much do you know about dragons from your homeland? Like, do you know some myths or tales of them?
Just spells against many heroes and worms.
Okay.
Those are the few. He just doesn't know where they are.
Okay. So I will say this. Roll me a history check. I will allow you to add your proficiency to this because this is talking about your homeland. So you would know some lore about your homeland.
Okay.
11.
So, oh no, I was on Vantage, but so
Yeah,
11.
plus your proficiency.
So that'd be 15.
Okay, so 15. So you do know of tale of one specific dragon that is basically the sorry. That is of Gunkara, who mostly lives up in the northern regions where the frost giants are. Sorry. Oh my god, I'm burping a lot. Sorry, I am burping a lot, so my saying isn't as great. Sorry. But one specific dragon you know of that is a white dragon is Jowdwas. Jowd.
Hi.
Hey, Mac.
Sorry, I thought we were off for today. That's my bad.
No, it's fine. But it's Ross, the Right Des, who is the bane of Northern Guncar. That you do know of him, and you know that he frequently enjoys bringing frozen deaths upon those who dare to enter his territory. Most famously, you know of the tale of him devastating a Yaren expedition force that was trying to see if they can invade from the north. And you only heard tales that some survivors mentioned of this ancient dragon taking glee and pleasure in basically freezing individuals to the point of near death. So you know that this individual is a bit of a sadistic, twisted psychopath. And even the frost giants dare not want to fight this individual for his cruelty. So you do know that, dragon. So, Becht, I would say that you managed to get your moon sickle upgraded, and you said you wanted it to be upgraded to rarity. Where?
Very rare.
Very rare. Okay, and I said that you needed you needed specific metal. I can't remember what it was called. It was something
And then-
silver.
But then I weirded out the Duchess, and she was like, "Okay, just get out of my place. You know,
Yeah.
I'll do it."
I think it was called Moonlight Silver.
I think so.
Yeah. Trying to remember. So you managed to get it done, and since it's now a +2 or +3?
3.
+3. And you now have this sickle, and you also learn that you have the ability to emit a 30-foot light source of moonlight from your sickle.
Yippee!
So that's a specific thing from the Moonlight Silver, that you can emit a 30-foot radius of moonlight. So that's the basic thing. So during these couple of days, I would have asked Becht, what would you be doing this time of travel? So Otis would be training, doing some training. Layla would be trying to do some meditation. Nail was creating some potions. He created some fire breathing potions. And Adrian would be piloting the ship. So I guess my question is, what would Feck be doing in this moment of travel?
Good question. Unfortunately, Effect is a druid, and he's in the middle of the sky, so he can't do much nature stuff. So he's probably just chilling at the helm, making Nail very uncomfortable. Staring into his eyes. You smell like daffodils.
Okay.
There are a few. Yeah. There are a few things that keep keep Draco
Draconic?
White Dragon.
Uh,
Draconic?
Yeah. In game art, it's Jaldoros.
Draw. There's a few things that keep Draw at bay, at least. At least, if it wasn't for a few clans that have some way of, I would say, fighting him, but making his life uncomfortable if the dragon ever comes near their domains. Yeah. And I think one of the clans have altered the giant badgers to be fire attuned. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out. But seeing how mean those giant badgers can be, if they keep working on it, I'm pretty sure they'll find the right kind of beasts. Is there any creatures in your land, Layla, that you find interesting?
Not many. Not much of an animal person.
So, Nail, what are you going to do after this journey?
To this journey, haven't really given it much thought. I'm still doing research into potions and whatnot.
You said, I'm kind of curious. If a frost giant's toenails can create a potion of giant strength, what kind of other potions do you get from different races? Like, what kind of potions would you be able to make out of my flesh? It's a curiosity.
Not much. Potions of giant strength require a true giant. One of the 6 true giants.
He's asking what kind of potions would you be able to create out of any other races? Out of curiosity.
Like other races, as in like humans, elves, and whatnot. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I do believe there is a thing you can make out of elementals. I know there's a potion you can make out of angels and demons. But mostly races don't specific things like that don't really play into effect to most potions. Just that giants have an innate magical quality that makes them as strong as they are.
Potion of human strength is just Hennessy.
So, why do you make potions, Nail?
It's what I do. I mean, it's my profession.
So, yeah, okay.
Okay. In fact, what are you planning to do with your existence?
He just looks at you with like the most cold, dead eyes of, I have genuinely never thought of that. And then he gets into like a thinking scholar pose.
I guess I could. No, that'd be a bad idea. Or just shakes his head.
Maybe travel the world, see what's changed.
That sounds nice.
It might.
Just be careful if you ever head to Gunkar. You're not the only return to the living beings in Gungthar, and we have procedures for that.
Okay. He just writes it mentally and writes down a note: kill everybody in Gungar if they press me.
Oh boy, can't
Yeah.
wait for that.
Yeah.
So
And then it cuts to Fecht being in the Yamcha pose.
So, as the night concedes, as you all go to bed, no issue so far for the couple of days. Uh, you managed to get to the peaks of the mountains. Could I ask someone to um, roll a
D100.
1d100? Yes,
Okay, I'll roll.
95. Okay, let's see, 95. Okay, I am checking, so eh. Ooh, okay. Give me a minute. Okay. Could I ask someone else to roll another 1d100 for me? 34. Thank you. Okay. And then finally, could I ask someone to roll for me a 1d20? Okay. Okay. So, sorry. Ooh. What you see on some of the mountain peaks, as you're now just noticing, one of the uh, what's bird's nest, the of the ship. Trying to remember the name of that. They say, "Ahoy! Something strange over there," as he kind of like points towards the left of the ship. And if any of you want to make a perception check, you'll be able to see it because the guy pointed it out. But if you want something more detailed, make a perception check.
Perception.
Well, I'm not going to beat that 28, but sure, I'll do a perception check.
Natural 20 minus 1, 19.
And I still didn't beat that 28.
So with the people above 10, sorry, Otis, you do take notice of what appears to be a small ruin of stone. What appears to be a keep of sorts. You see that there are what appears to be landing pylon sections for people landing creatures or whatnot. this might be one of the ancient civilization's aerial landing keeps for their magical beasts that once resided there. And you then see okay. You know what? I'll scrap that. Okay. You then see a figure emerging from one of the passageways, one of the openings. You see that this individual appears to be wearing old clothing, like very old clothing, that is quite similar to Fecht. You then
Copyright.
you then see that there's a mass behind this individual. You can't quite make it out, but you see that there is something large or so behind this creature. And with a 28, 18, and 19, you can see that this individual is decrepit a bit. But it simply raises its outstretched hand and give me a minute. Okay. It's giving me this thing.
Was it just me, or did you went blank for a second?
Me?
So was it just me, or did everyone? Did you went blank for a second?
I don't know. Did I?
I think it's just you.
Damn. Okay. Okay. So this guy is more of I would say he's kind of like this, I guess. Okay. See this individual points with his outstretched hand, and you see give me just a minute. Okay. I will could someone give me a 1d4 for me? One. Okay, thank you for that. One. Okay. I will say that the individual that will be targeted would be Adrian. Since he's not here, I'll target him. Damn thing is slowing right now. Hang on. There we go. I don't know why. But, this. Okay. And must succeed on that. Okay. So he must succeed on this. So he must succeed on that. Oh, he fails perfectly. Fact, you are near Adrian, correct? As he's sailing the ship?
Yeah.
You see him as he's like turning and whatnot, trying to get a closer look. You see him stiffen up a bit. You can see he's still breathing, but he is unable to move. And then the man in the bird's nest said, crow's nest, there we go. Whatever. Says, "Avast! Enemies! Archers! They're attacking! They're firing!" As you see a volley of 20 or so archers, arrows falling onto the deck. Fire, but nothing enough to do real damage. And we will start initiative. Ba, 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 ba. So, turn order, there we go. So just roll initiative. Ooh, not good. Okay, so fact, I don't know why you rolled twice.
My shield gives me advantage.
Ah, okay. Okay. And then the GM would be the ship, along with that of the crew. So I would just roll that. Sweet. Okay. And then I need ooh, perfect. That. Okay. That. Ugh. Okay. Not great. And this individual has that. Okay. Ooh, 21. Okay. So what you see is that this individual just opened fired on all of you.
Is it just one person, or we can see more now?
This is one person that basically pointed with the outstretched hand and launched an attack on you guys. This individual seems to be wearing similar clothing to that effect, like ancient civilization type clothing.
And you guys said I was hip.
Okay, let's see. What can I do with this? I would say that this individual would shoot out a fireball. And okay, this is a 3rd level. So shoots a fireball directly at your ship at 4th level, which is 96. Approximately right at the bow here. Manages to impact. Not enough to do like not directly at the ship, but enough to like do superficial damage. And you then see more volleys of archers attacking. And again, injuring some of the crew, but nothing too much. So that's the turn of this individual. Fecht, your turn.
How far away is he again? Sorry.
I would say approximately like you guys are approximately, let's say, 180 so feet away. Because, you guys were sailing closer to some of the mountain peaks. But Adrian was like maneuvering the ship, to avoid. But since he was somehow frozen in place, the heading is still the same, and it seems to be going near the mountain, about to crash into it.
Like zoinks. Alright. Would Fact even... I mean, he does have perception. I was gonna say he's not smart enough to realize we're gonna hit a mountain. If that's the case...
However, if you want to figure out what was done to Adrian, you could totally make that roll. You need to roll Arcana or Medicine.
Alright, I'll do Medicine. That's a nat 20.
You could tell that he is paralyzed. That somehow someone affected him with a paralyzing effect.
Let me just double check something. No, I was gonna lay enhance him, but that only stops poisons. Alright. Well, good luck, Agent. Actually, I can't even hit the guy from here. He's 180 feet away. So...
No, but you do have access to cannons.
Yeah. You know what? For now, I'll have Fecht play defense. I'll move up here and I'll hold my action.
Okay, what action are you holding?
Let me just double check range. Are we getting closer to this guy or farther from this guy?
A bit closer because Adrian was doing some maneuvering, and the ship is leaning more to the left. About, so nearly scratching into the mountain itself. That's kind of what this individual is trying to do. Like how sailors and the sirens try to lure them into the rocks so they crash into them? Basically what this guy attempted to do.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. Okay, then... So, by the start of, Adrian's turn, would we be, closer to the mountain than when we started the combat?
Yes, basically, unless Adrian is freed from the paralyzing effect, he will be stuck in place and the ship will keep moving closer and closer, and I think the ship speed is damn it, I really wish it says 4 miles per hour, but like how much travel by feet? Is it like it's like I don't know what that is, unless like it's like 120 feet speed and like 30 turning speed. Like there's not a lot of no, okay, never mind. 15 feet, 60 feet. Okay, you guys are sailing kinda with the wind, so your speed will be like 60 or so feet.
Okay.
At 4 miles an hour, you travel 35 feet in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, then, yeah, next time I see the guy cast anything, I'm gonna sleet storm him, because
Copy
we'll be
that.
closer in range.
Copy that. This is just a fun little encounter. Randomly plucked. Otis, your turn.
Otis is gonna grab his bow and start shooting the wizard down. Or
Okay. You need to get closer though. You're in the like middle of the ship. So if you want to get closer, you need to get closer to the side of the ship.
my bow has a range of check.
You're using your heavy bow, right?
Yep, it has a range of 100 to 400 feet.
Okay. But like I said, should move a bit closer or so.
You'd want to be within
Okay.
100 feet if you could be. Otherwise, you're going to be going at disadvantage.
Yes, and you're currently like at 180 feet away from the target, so you will be shooting at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll get closer.
So, roll, you can attack twice, right?
Yep.
Okay, so roll your attacks at disadvantage.
Okay. This page.
Okay. So my question
12 hits.
is, are you targeting the wizard itself? Or the
Yeah.
other archers?
Just the wizard.
You miss. 15 just hits. So that's...
Just ignore a hulking figure.
Yeah, so it's just 9 damage. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, you hit this individual. What the hell? Okay, there we go. You hit this individual, and, you see them stagger a bit, but still composed. Like your arrow bolt basically pierces right through them, but they seem unfazed by this.
Okay.
It's just annoying. They're supposed to be annoyed when they get hit with an arrow.
Is that your turn,
That's
Ortis?
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Unless you want to check something, like you want to make like an ability check, like either investigation or another perception. If you want to do that, like you're allowed to do that.
Okay, I'll create Echo and then I'll use a perception check.
Okay. So you create your echo. I move your echo. Yep. And make your perception check. Like if you're wanting to do something to gain like information or learn something, that's what I will call a free ability check. 24. Okay. Is there something specific you want to know about the wizard or so?
General operation. What can you glean out?
Okay. So you hit the individual. The ammunition passes right through him. He still takes the damage, but as you're like gleaning your eyes a bit closer, you could tell that his skin looks a palish gray. His clothes are tarted and disheveled, old and worn, like that of Fex. Similar to that, you can see that there's a twitch in his body movement a bit. And you see his eyes are glowing a lightish, deep blue glow. And as
Okay,
you are peering your eyes a bit closer, you can see that there's some remnants of seared or scarred flesh.
Okay. We're just thinking some kind of type of undead, like a version of a Draugr.
I will say that is up to you, unless you want to make a. Well, actually, what is your? Would this be wisdom or intelligence? Make an intelligence check. I will allow you to add your proficiency to this.
Oh, then
Okay.
it's just
16.
16. So you could tell that by the information you gained from this, that this individual is possibly an undead.
Okay. Or just like I think they're undead or something. Maybe like a Draugr.
Layla, it is your turn. So I guess I should ask Layla, are you inside the cabin or are you out and about?
I would have to be out in order to make that perception earlier, so yes.
Okay. So you're out, you're where you are, so you hear orders saying, hey guys, this individual might be undead. So you hear this among like the shouting and the attacks and arrow volleys. So you do hear this.
2 questions. One, how far away are they?
They are currently
This movement?
100, like from where you all are at, from the ruins of this ancient civilization construct, you're about 180 feet apart. But on Adrian's turn, because he is frozen, paralyzed, and in a turning motion, the ship is going to be moving like about 35 feet closer near the mountain, like basically trying to run you guys aground in the mountains like sirens do when they're luring sailors to their deaths type situation.
yeah, I'll take care of that.
Okay. He's 180 feet away?
Yes, him, his compatriots, they're currently 180 feet away right now from the distance between the ruins and the ship. So you could hold your action to attack, or
How did he throw fireball then? 150 feet.
like I said, it didn't hit the ship. It more in the sense like he shot it to do superficial damage. Like he didn't do direct damage; he did superficial damage. Like
it was the damage we made along the way.
Yeah, it was enough to like shock or like cause the ship to like shake a bit, you know, like disorient people. That's what.
Is he on the ground or is he floating in the air?
He is on the ground. He is like there's 2 or so levels to this. He is on the upper level.
He's standing in a tower mocking us.
Yeah, his finger is still pointed at you, like ha ha type situation.
Okay, taking the broom, I'm going to start flying down. Start flying towards him.
Mm-hmm. And what is the range with the broom?
It is 60 feet.
Okay, so you
like
get to
feet.
120 feet. Like the distance between you and this
Yes.
individual is now 120 feet. So you're within range to do a fireball.
Yes.
Okay. 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 That hits. I guess needs to make dex save.
Yes.
Okay. Fails. Next is this guy. His dex ain't great. Ooh, fails as well, so they all take 28 damage, and the upper level of archers are burnt to ash and die.
34 damage. It's upcasted.
Yep. So, just give me a minute. 34, you said?
34.
Yep, okay. Just making sure. Okay, you see you have done great amount of damage. So, yeah.
End of turn.
Okay. Nail, your turn. So you hear from Ortis about this being a possible undead.
I don't really have anything exactly to deal with the undead, so I'm going to, just because it's easier, I'm going to have my familiar deliver a spell to Adrian.
Okay. Okay, as in you're using your familiar to cast this on Adrian, right?
Yes, because it's a touch-based spell, and I
Okay.
don't want to have to walk all the way around
Okay.
to the stairs.
No worries. So you do that, and the paralyzing effect ends, and like he like and like he goes and like adjusts the turning, so you guys are not gonna be like turning into the mountain, and everybody noticed this, including Layla. So you notice this as well. Is that your
Then I
turn?
walk over here. Yeah, I also moved.
Okay. It is Adrian's turn. So Adrian is lining up the ship so people could use the cannons. And he says, "Fire as they bear! Fire and ready!" That's what he says. And that's going to be his turn. Next is this guy. And the only
The,
individual he
beholder.
sees right now is you. Layla. Yeah, there we go. And I need another 1d4, please. Is someone rolling a d4? I'm making this fun by making you roll a 1d4, which determines his effect.
3.
Okay. Okay. I need you, Layla, to make a Constitution saving throw, please. You succeed. Okay. So you take half damage. So you take half of 32 from his you take 16 necrotic damage from his enervation way. As you see the multi-eyed tendril of what appears to be a beholder, but as you're looking at it, it's decrepit. It's dead.
Is this beholder also 150 feet away?
Yes. But it is able to shoot these things because of some effect that you are unaware of. Making this fun. Next is the ship. So the ship is heeding Adrian's command, and they are going to be firing the cannons. So they are firing. So my question is, Layla, are you above the ship?
Above the deck.
Okay, good. Just making sure, otherwise there's a potential chance that you might get hit by cannon fire. So wanting to make sure on that. So the range is good, and basically they are just hitting the temple. They're not hitting anyone specific. They are just hitting what they see. So they deal 51 structural damage to this building, which crumbles it a bit, and also manages to destroy some of this wizard's minions. Next is the undead wizard, and you then see this individual okay. See that this individual summons about 6 incorporeal entities, and are moving, they're dashing 60 feet to try and get towards you, Layla. They are above the deck of the ship. And I think, is this... this is one of his actions. Okay. So that's all it could do. Next is Vect. Your turn.
Wait, sorry. When the guy cast his thing, I sleet stormed. Remember?
Yeah, but you're not within range because Nail.
You said we were though.
No. Because Nail, because of Nail doing a lesser restoration, removed the paralyzation on Adrian, which allowed him to turn away,
Okay.
so not
My
bringing you
bad.
closer. So you're not within range, but the cannons are within range and are currently doing enough damage to the structure, which I should
Okay.
actually deal damage to these guys. So the zombie beholder is currently bloodied at this point.
Sorry, I ruined your plan by not having us careen into a mountain.
You bitch!
Too bad.
After I forgave your sister for existing, this is how you repay me.
Not my sister.
That's
wait, wrong
Nail.
character.
This is basically the equivalent of Matt Mercer wanting to do a ship-to-ship battle, but Caduceus can just controlled water, made a tidal wave, and just like capsized the ship. Equivalent. But
Just gonna do some cool stuff, whatever.
yeah, it's fine. But
Alright, then
so
I'll also hop on the broom,
okay.
and then I'll get close enough.
Yes, and
I'm too heavy, so I can only move 30 feet with the broom, unfortunately.
yeah. But so
So
180 minus 30, you should be at 100 and.
Well, no, because depending on your weight, it's
No. Yeah. I'm saying you're moving 30 feet, so I'm just saying you should be at least at 100 and
20.
150. You're at 150 feet.
Oh, I thought we. Okay,
We
then.
were at 180, and we were going to move 30 closer, but we didn't, so we're still at 180.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now that I'm going to cast Sleet Storm because I'm exactly in range, just in range. So.
Okay. So freezing rain and sleet fall in a 20-foot cylinder within 40 foot. Okay, obscured and exposed flames in the area are doused. When a creature enters the spells for the first time on a turn or starts its turn, it must make dexterity savings roll. Falls prone. Okay, got it. So Sleet Storm is in effect. And my question is, are you also above the cannon's deck?
I'm flying. I mean, I assume I wouldn't go too high, so I guess I would be.
Yes,
Yeah, I
we're
guess.
above the cannon deck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Blown out.
Yeah, because the cannon deck is kind of like below. There's no cannons on top of the deck, because you guys have not added cannons yet, I believe. So yeah. So that's your turn. Next is Ortiz.
Well, I have to make the saves. It's start.
Well, on the start of their turn. It's not their turn yet.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah, you get it. Ortiz, it's your turn.
Okay. First we'll move closer to the edge, and then he'll have his echo move. Let's see. Check how far I can move.
Remember, you're still 180 feet away.
Mhm.
I just want to emphasize on that.
Okay, so let's see, what other options do I have? No, that's fine. Okay. Horus is going to resummon his echo 15 feet away from him. Then he's going to have it move it 30 feet closer to them.
To the target.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your turn?
No, I'm going to shoot through my echo.
Okay.
I can't attack through extra attacks through it, but I can shoot my arrow through it.
Yeah, but you're still above 100, so you're still shooting at disadvantage.
And even hit a target?
He did hit last
Heavily
time at
obscured.
disadvantage.
Yeah, but now there's an extra problem.
And what's the extra problem?
A giant sleet storm.
Oh yeah, that would make it difficult. No. Yes, it is heavily obscured, so you won't be able to see him. I mean, you could still make an attack. It's just going to be at disadvantage regardless. I mean, there's a chance, but... Okay, yeah, you totally hit. Because you know, because the guy hasn't moved, so you know exactly where he was last time. So, 22 hits. 13 piercing. So you pierce through. You don't know if you hit him, but I know it does hit.
Go attack again.
Okay.
Wrong.
23 hits.
It-
Roll
I
damage.
used an axe. I used the wrong one.
Oh.
Roll that again.
You miss, and that's a critical fail. Okay. I think I said that this was a prototype, and I did say if you rolled a nat 1, there was going to be a bad effect on you. So you go and you pull, and as you pull and try to release it, the bowstring snaps. Your bow is inoperable until you fix it. That's what happens when you roll a critical 1. I mean, you could get it repaired, so it's still repairable, but, like, you can't use it for the rest of the combat. So is that your turn, Ortis?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, Layla.
How far away is he?
So you moved 60 feet with the thing, so you should be 120 feet still. If you move a bit closer, you'll be at, like, 80? 60 feet?
He's right next to the undead beholder, the zombie beholder.
Yes,
right?
they're together, basically. And they're not looking so good.
And they're being sleet stormed, correct?
Sleet stormed, which is heavily obscured, so you won't be able to see them with line of sight.
Basically just have disadvantage when trying to attack them.
Yes.
Or you can't use a spell like Magic Missile at all.
No, because it requires line of sight.
No, Magic Missile specifically says you have to be able to see the target.
Yep. Like any spell requiring line of sight is ineffective. Firebolt and Ray of Frost, I don't know if that specifies line of sight. I mean, like, you know where the individual is. There's a percentile chance you would just roll at disadvantage.
Yes. It's not total concealment, it's just
Obscure.
disadvantage. As if you had the blind condition.
Indeed.
Right. I'm just checking one spell. There.
No worries, take your time.
Most spells
Point.
aren't affected. There are very few spells that specifically say a target you can see. An example
Yeah.
is Magic Missile specifically.
Yeah, I'm casting Hunger of Hagar. Yeah, at his location.
Okay, Hunger of Hadar does.
Oh, well, now it's snowy, and the tentacle. This one, tentacles, just a biting cold area.
More like a void, a biting cold area.
Yeah. So
Any
it's
creature
not just
that starts
snowing,
its
now it's
turn takes 2d6.
void
Okay.
cold.
Okay. That ends its turn. Must make a dexterity saving throw or two. Got it. So basically, it's not even the start of their turns yet. But you guys are just you're piling on the status effects right now.
We're piling on the same status effect. You've
Yeah,
turned the heavily obscured snowstorm into a black, darker than night, heavily obscured snowstorm.
exactly. Okay, and that's Layla's turn. So next is Nail.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back. I'm basically doing nothing. I have one spell that can affect at this range, and I don't want to fly out. I'll let you guys deal with this.
Yeah. And besides, you have
Paralyzing
cannons.
anyone else.
Yeah, you have cannons that are basically gonna shoot everything down. I mean,
And
yeah.
I can't even see them.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So Adrian, still at the helm, he says again, "Fire! Destroy and decimate that place." I don't know what he would do. I mean, like, maybe he would not want to do cannon fire because maybe you guys might want to visit that place next, but I'm just role playing this. So that's his orders. That's what he says. Okay, so I need that. However, since the beholder is floating, he is immune from the sleet storm's effect, but I need to make a dex save. And I need to make a dex save of 20?
Yeah.
Damn, that's strong. Okay, fails, ultimately, and is knocked prone.
Yay!
And Hunger of Hadar, basically, starts a turn, would take 2d6 damage. Okay. So both targets will take 5 damage.
Oh, don't know if you wanted me to roll it.
Oh, no. Sorry. No, I'll go with your roll. It's better, because it's your spell effect.
Yeah.
So, Beholder is, dead. Like, just
And
is a floating corpse now, and
Yep.
the, Necromancer is still standing, but heavily wounded. Oh, no. Shit. No. Fuck. Whatever. I'll add the damage onto that as well. I'm just keeping things simple. Because probably with this next cannon barrage would probably kill everybody. Yep. Pretty much. So the individual is still standing, barely holding on. It is this creature's turn. So I already did the 8 damage from when it starts its turn. So this creature is prone. Can't do much anything. But except just command its ghostly wisps to try and attack. So I would say, Layla, did you move closer or not?
no.
Okay. So basically, its wisps are going to dash again. Another 60 feet, so they will be right up on your faces. So 6 wisps are there. That's pretty much it. It's going to end its turn, and it needs to make another dex saving throw, and it needs to be the 16, correct?
Yes.
Or it takes 2d6. Got it.
Acid damage.
And it fails, so roll up those tentacle damage, my friend. Seven. Nice. He is not doing so well. He is...
Did he already took the cold damage from starting his turn?
Yes. I already added that.
Okay.
I decided not to
Okay.
wait and like all of that. I just did all of that in. So that's it for the Necromancer desk guy. Fact, it's your turn.
Alright, I'll move 30 feet closer.
Okay.
And I guess...
He's being attacked by Sleet Storm and Hunger of Hadar. He is heavily obscured. He does not know what the hell is going on.
Oh yeah, if that's the case, then I'll just dash. So 60 feet towards the guy.
Okay, so you were at 150,
And 50.
so you're dashing 160 feet, so that would put you at, like, I think, 70? Hang on.
90.
90.
90. Okay, so you're 90 feet away. Thank you. So is that it for you, Fecht?
Yeah.
Okay, Ordis.
Actually, I'll shillelagh, but yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, Ordis, it is your turn. You can't exactly do much because your long-range weapon has been disabled.
Well, aren't there wisps that you now shoot at?
Yeah, you can't do anything. I mean, I guess he'll get on his giant broom of flying. Fly to and begin flying towards them.
Okay. You fly towards the wisps.
Yep.
Do you attack the wisps?
Oh,
Because you're using the broom's movement, which is 100 and... Or is it 60 feet?
It's 60 feet.
60 feet. So you will be able to get right up there and attack them with your sun axe, if you so wish.
yeah.
Well, actually, my question is, do you activate Radiant, Fire, or Cold damage? Because I need to know now, because you have 3 elementals.
He'll activate Sun because he's dealing with undead.
Copy that, so extra
Bring it.
Radiant. To make you attacks. $15 hits.
Wrong one.
You kill 1 wisp.
And he'll go closer to another and attack if possible.
Yep, roll another attack. I say you kill 2 wisps with that strike. So you're now dealing with 3 wisps next. So you kill 2 wisps. So there are only, sorry for the yawn talk, you are dealing with only 3 wisps left.
Okay. That'll be the end of his turn.
Okay. Layla, it's your turn. You were once surrounded by 6 wisps, but with Ortis, he managed to cut down 3 wisps. Now you're only dealing with 3 wisps.
Are they clustered together? Or
They are clustered like at least 1 square foot apart.
yeah, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
Cast it at 4th level. Each one of them is getting 2.
Okay. Extinguished. No more wisps.
End of turn.
And Nail, you're just there, nothing to do. I apologize for that.
I could do stuff. I'm just choosing not to do stuff. I could use a level 4 spell slot to do something, but I only got 2 of those.
Yep, that's fine.
I'm
Adrian says again, fire when ready, and I would say the next barrage of cannons ultimately kill the enemies. So they are...
This shit is even worth looting.
As the spell effects end, as you're getting a clear picture now of what remains of the ruined structure, with the cannon fire, it's 100 times more ruined now. Highly unstable as what you might be able to discern. So you could choose to investigate, or you could continue going on.
We killed my cousins. I mean, I was going to go investigate since they looked similar to me, so hopefully it's not too broken.
If you wish to do so, you could totally go and do so. So my question is, are you going from the top or the bottom of this keep of sorts?
Wherever the wizard was.
He was at the top.
Then I will be going to the top.
So you go up to the top and you see that the entire thing is decimated. You see that there's holes, punctured marks from the cannons, but you see it, and you actually see what appears to be rubble, burying what appears to be a orb circular creature and a humanoid individual. However, they are obscured. The only thing you see is the arms and a partial face.
Alright. I guess I'll start digging.
Roll a dexterity check for me. At disadvantage because the area is heavily unstable.
Dexterity, right?
Dexterity.
Alright.
At disadvantage.
Oh. Then. Alright. That is a 10.
Okay. So my question is, are you trying to remove the body of the humanoid or the beholder?
Humanoid.
Okay. Are you removing the rubble near the face or the arm?
Is the body completely crushed, or it's like I see the feet and I have to work from there?
You see one arm is visible and half of the face is visible. That's the only parts of the body you could see.
Can I use Thunderwave to start moving rubble out of the way?
You could certainly try.
Well, it automatically does it when I do Thunderwave. In the text, anyway.
Okay. So my question is, does Thunderwave make a sound or a vibration?
Very loud sound.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
I need you to make a dexterity 18 check for me.
Dexterity check?
Dexterity save, actually. Dexterity save
okay.
18.
You know what? I might have gotten it. You just can't see it. It's an ancient text you can't understand. Only my people can understand it.
To everybody who could possibly see Fact, you see that he was removing something, and then like he just decided to do that, and you see part of the ceiling above basically clocks him on the head as he is now buried or so in light rubble. The broom is inoperable. You are prone in rubble at this point.
Then I will just I'll Thunderwave again to get the rubble off me.
Give me.
You see,
Give me.
you see a single hand like look out. It looks like submarine got like binoculars looking around. And he just
Give me another dex save at disadvantage because you are prone again.
4.
You do that, and the floor below you gives way as you crash into rubble again. Buried again. This time, medium obscured. On the ground.
And you're saying 2 thunder waves didn't destroy everything, the rubble around me.
I said it did, but you were still prone, so the floor below you gave way, collapsed as you fell.
I guess Horse will go over there, just
Yeah, I
floating
think
on
I was
the
gonna
ground.
fly down and see.
I mean, okay. Thunder wave makes a soundless vibration and sound, and I said that you are doing this, and I say that it looks unstable.
Yeah, I get that. I just meant like getting the original rubble off
The
me.
original rubble that buried you was removed, but the floor below you gave way, and you were then buried again
Okay.
with more rubble.
We already know Feck has a room temperature IQ. We weren't expecting him to think about this.
Hey, for it's the room temperature of Alaska. All right. Well, I don't have to breathe, so Feck is just looking. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna do gaseous form.
Okay. Okay. So my question is, so gaseous form. Okay. So this only affects you, but not any other objects. So your broom is dropped, is still buried beneath the rubble.
All right. Well, I can dig it out.
Okay.
But for
so
now,
so your gaseous form for about an hour.
well, I can just end the concentration. So.
Okay.
I'll
So
get out.
Okay. Wait. Okay. So your gaseous form outstanding on
the rubble.
The ground that you are at. Give me a dexterity check.
Bruh, you can't be serious.
At disadvantage. Not a save, a check. No, actually, no disadvantage, just a straight dexterity check.
18.
Okay, 18. You find your footing, not stepping on any cracks that could further destabilize the area that you are in. So you are relatively safe so long as you do not move or breathe. But Otis and Layla, you do approach with the brooms. You see where Fecht is.
Is he still covered in rubble, or is he just further
No,
down?
no. He is out of the rubble. You saw him basically gaseous form out of the rubble. However, the broom that he had is no longer with him, so you could surmise that it's still buried under the rubble.
How big is this rubble? How deep is the rubble?
Say, I don't know the actual term for this, but let's say 2 rows worth of stone and rock.
You say around 1,000 pounds worth?
Give or take, maybe, yeah.
Could use telekinesis to move it all out of the way.
Are you going to telekinetically move all of this gently?
Yes.
Okay. So, how are you? Describe to me how you are gently going to telekinesis the rubble around you without setting off another instability of the structure.
Describe the rubble a little bit. Is it just stuff on top of an object, or is it?
So think of it as, like it's what's the word? Like pebble stones of sorts, covering something with pebble stones. Basically something like that, but it's like with rocks and what. Basically, if you're able to telekinesis it, like maybe shove one layer to the side, you like someone could possibly fish the broom out. That is how one way you could do it. Otherwise, you could just telekinesis the entire rubble um out of there, but it would cause another collapse. But there is a percentile chance of this because telekinesis is not making a sound, and you're choosing to do this gently.
Gently just move it, push it out of the way.
Okay, so you're pushing it one side up, one side like left, right, top, front, back,
Yeah.
aside, basically to see if like you or this effect could try to fish the broom out.
Yes.
Because that is the better
No.
option to minimize the risk of basically, again, another instability collapse of the structure.
Can I use my glue arrows to start gluing some of the rock together to make it more stable?
The area around you? Sure. Roll an intelligence check for me. Okay. You look around and you have no idea how construction or fortification or building stuff. So you have no idea what might need glue because to you, as you look around, there's cracks, dents, and everything. So possibly you think to yourself, I'm going to need a lot more glue arrows to do this. Because this structure was hit by 2 or 3 shots of cannon fire. It's a
Yeah, like
miracle.
oh,
It's a miracle that Annie is still left standing.
Layla, I don't know where to put any glue arrows to glue the rocks. Is there anything that I should do?
Try to seal up the cracks that you see, any large cracks, and fill it. By the way, I move the stuff aside. Do we see the broom, or is it still too deep?
Make a perception check or an investigation check.
Can I make one roll?
Sure.
Oh wow. The dust is in his eyes.
Yeah, you don't see nothing. In fact, you see where your broom is. You could see it, and it would be easy to get it out, fish it out. However, you would need to make a sleight of hand to maneuver it out of there carefully.
Use your tentacle monster.
Wrong series. Hmm.
Well, I would say use the force, but I'm the only person that can really use the force to move objects. So
No,
Use
I have
the
mage
force.
hand and I was using telekinesis.
I mean, I am the closest thing to Darth Annihilus in the series, in this campaign, so, you know.
yeah, I have the feet telekinesis, so I can just like move things.
You have
My
feet?
mage hand is-
Show me. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Well, Fecht probably isn't smart enough to understand that he needs to do finesse, so he's just gonna rip it out.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Alright. 4 again.
Okay. It takes you a couple of tries. I need you to make a. You're still standing, so make a. Well, actually, let me make a roll. Call high or low.
Low.
You do
Yay.
not cause any further instability in the thing. You yank your broom out safely.
I did it.
Do you climb back onto your broom?
Sure.
Okay. And do you go back up to see if you could investigate that body?
Oh, I thought it fell with me. If it's up there, then yes, I would like to go back up.
Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, because you did that, but something hit you, you did that, you did it again, you fell again. So, yeah, you go up and you see that the body is completely cleared of any or so rubble. There's some dust, some loose stuff, but you see that the corpse is there.
Yay!
So everybody can see this. So, fact, what are you wanting to learn?
Well, it's undead, so I can't get much from it. Actually,
Wait.
I'm not.
Wait,
Oh,
do
what
you
were
have
you gonna say?
speak to the dead?
Do I? Do. I don't. Shit. I mean, I do have gentle repose, so I could. Yeah, I guess I could cast it on it, and then the next day while traveling, I get Speak with Dead. Can Druids even get Speak with Dead?
No.
Fuck!
Yeah, reincarnation?
You gave me hope! I don't think we're at the. I thought reincarnation's like 7th level, I thought.
I have no idea. I just know you have it. I don't know the level.
Don't fill my head with lies!
I wasn't lying.
So, was this like a castle or a temple?
So,
Forget.
it's a keep or so. Like where what's the word? You know where like flying creatures, like griffins and whatnot, would fly, land. It's kind of
A
like
perch.
that. Yes, a perch. Like it's kind of like a keep where like flying patrols would happen back in the ancient civilization.
Do we notice anything else in this place, or is it just
Well, you guys have not made a perception or investigation, so I can't exactly tell you unless you.
Yeah, I did. 28, remember? Or a new one.
Well, the 28 was to see if you could find your broom. So that's the only thing you were able to, find.
Then I guess I'm doing it again. 23. Actually, I'm gonna give myself guidance. So, 25.
Yeah. Besides, speak with dead wouldn't work anyways.
Okay, so
Yeah, I guess this guy's double dead.
with this.
It doesn't work on the undead, just period.
Okay, so 17 and 25. So
Ask.
with perception fact, you look around and you see that there's like old stuff that would have been given to flying creatures like griffins or pegasi. And you do recall from your memories or whatsoever that there were flying knights of sorts on griffins back in the day during your
Obviously,
time. Layla, as you are investigating, you see that there is actually something shiny buried beneath some of the rubble.
I mean, if you can acquire the spell Speak with Dead, just bring the corpses with you.
I can't. Fact just like opens his mask, he sees me just talking. I can't, okay? It's not in my spell list.
Oh, well.
Is it a small shiny object or a large one?
It is a small, shiny object, like the size of let's say a coin.
I
Yeah, the spell isn't on my spell list either, so.
I go to pick it up.
You go to pick it up and you see it's kind of like a medallion of sorts. You see that there's a crest on it with griffins.
Interesting. Does it have any writing on it?
Nothing that you could read. It only shows a knight's crest with a griffin. You could see that there's a griffin, and he is holding what appears to be a sword in one arm and a shield in another.
Take it with me.
Okay, with Ordis, you look around as well. You see that there's structural damage, but you see, miraculously, you see something on an altar in the back room of the second floor. It remains untouched, but you see that there's something that is marble shaped with brownish or so hue on it.
Or go over there and get closer to it
Okay.
while
You
levitating on his broom.
Yes, thank you. You see something beyond. You see what appears to be a oval shape, marble brownish hue object on the pedestal in the altar. Seems to be put there. Seems to be there. You see that it looks egg-shaped.
Okay. I'm gonna roll to see if Oris will take it. See what we roll for that.
I guess wisdom to see if you have self-control. So 15, you have enough willpower to decide not to take it.
He'll grab his tablet and scan it.
Okay. The Shika plate turns on and like, whoop. Greetings, Ortis. How may I assist you today?
Can you scan that thing that looks like an egg?
Certainly. He scans, and he then says, most intriguing. I never thought these still existed. This appears to be a griffin egg.
Is it still good or is this not?
I am uncertain. Griffin life cycles are not in my parameters, so I cannot tell if it is still with life or if it is a dead egg.
Can they grab it without any problems?
It seems relatively safe.
Okay. He'll let Layla inspect what he's doing before grabbing the egg. Okay, he grabs the egg.
Okay. So
No!
you go and you grab the egg. Nothing happens. Everything seems fine.
Puts the egg in the bag of holding and he just leaves.
By the way, this egg is like as big as, say, a pillow.
Okay.
So just to let you know, griffins are pretty big. This
Yeah,
seems
so
to be
this-
fossilized of sorts.
Okay. He puts it in his bag of holding and he leaves.
Okay. You fly out without any issue. What I mean.
Okay. I guess he'll head back to the ship.
Okay, so you are heading back to the ship. Fecht, later, what are you doing?
Oh my god, Layla, you're gonna stay here for the rest of your life? That's so brave.
No, I'm leaving.
Okay, so you also leave as well. So my question is, Fecht, what are you wanting to learn about the body?
Well, is it just bone right
No,
now,
no,
or there's still
flesh.
some
There's,
stuff?
there's flesh. I say this, that this individual is genetically, species-wise, the same as you. As in, one look at it, you could tell that what's been done to it is similar to what was done to you. This seems to be a remnant of the Immortal Soldier Project that you were once part of.
Alright, does he... How does my symbiote react? Does he like it? Can he eat it?
You want to commit cannibalism, okay?
He's dead.
I mean,
I've
yeah.
I've eaten bugs, and this is more tame than the bug thing.
Bugs is different. You are wanting to eat one of your own kind, so to speak. But
I did that before, remember?
did you?
Well, I tried to. Anyway, well, I just
I just not above cannibalism.
yeah.
Okay,
Effectively good. Anyway, either way, I'm not 100% going to eat it. I just mean like, is there any
reaction.
thing in it? Yeah, or is there any like what's it called? Like, can he sense the ichor in this thing?
Okay, using your own biology information, you can make an arcana check, and you could magically sense if there is ichor or the arcane heart that uses it as its power source, as you do as well. So you could do that. Yes, make an arcana check to see if you could sense this.
Could I do medicine?
Medicine also works.
27.
So using that, you could tell that the ichor is still within the body. The flow of it has stopped. However, you could still feel the hum of the. I think it was the. I think I said that it was Mazerite core that was being used to power the immortal soldiers, which is also what's powering you. So yes, you do detect this within the chest of this entity. So you do detect the crystal.
I forget. So if there is a Mazerite crystal, I shouldn't eat it.
I'm not saying you should or should not. That is up to
No,
you.
I meant literally. No, I meant like what I talked to the symbiote about a couple of sessions ago, when we had our debate about what to and what not to eat.
I don't think he mentioned anything about the Mazerite crystals. He did say that the Mazerite crystal entities did corrupt him, but when he's with you, you are not, in essence, corrupted, so to speak. Like, you were not heavily exposed. You were, in essence, ripped apart, stitched back together with this thing acting as your heart. You were not exposed like directly with radiation, so to speak. You were exposed to mild radiation, from X-rays, one X-ray, so to speak. So you're not as toxic.
Okay, then I'm not going to eat the Mazerite crystal, but I am going to rip it out of the corpse.
Okay. You are floating, and how are you going to rip it out?
Just brutally. Like, everyone's like, oh, what are we going to do with the corpse? And you see fucking, like, do a Viltrumite hand spear through its chest and rip it out.
Okay. With your medicine, I would say you managed to carve open the thing and take it out. You are still floating, correct?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I assume if I'm ripping out the crystal, I probably would have flown the corpse up to a secure, like, area that isn't going to fall apart, and then do it there. So, yeah. I would not be on the broom. I'd be on a safe platform that isn't going to collapse.
Okay, give me an investigation.
Alright. I'm really good at these. Wow, I actually am for once. That is a 22.
You do find a stable spot for you to conduct this little game of operation. And you manage to take the Mazerite crystal out safely without further collapse.
Alright. Now I eat it.
Do you actually eat the body?
No, just the crystal. God, I'm not a monster.
Okay, okay. Are you eating the?
I'll eat it when we get back on the ship.
No, no.
So this,
Okay, I can't tell whether you're joking or not joking, dude.
I'm
Like,
not joking about eating the crystal, but I am going to eat it when we get back on the ship. So
okay,
Lourdes
this
doesn't have
this
to
this
carry me like a
metronome,
princess.
this metronome of like, oh boy. But I also did mention that there was also the corpse of the zombie beholder that was also
Oh
still buried
yeah.
beneath the rubble as well, and
Oh shit. Dessert.
no one decided to touch that.
I forgot about it honestly. Shit.
So you do know about it. I don't think anybody else asked about that. So you are the only one that knows about it.
And then I guess I'm going back to digging because
Okay.
I want the beholder stuff.
My question is, how are you going to dig it out without causing another freaking collapse?
Question:
Oh.
Can I just cause the entire thing to collapse and then start digging it out?
Call Layla Ordis back.
Okay. If you're going to safely try to do a thunder wave, what is the distance, like the range for thunder wave to even work? It's 15-foot cone. Okay. Target range self. Okay. Basically, you need to be within there, so you can't do this from a distance. Okay. So
Or I can just do this, or I can use commune with the nature and find it.
There ain't no nature up here. There's no vegetation. You're in mountain area.
Yeah, but we can still. I can still detect powerful celestial fiend elementals or undead influence.
So you do detect undead. So you do detect where the freaking beholder is. I did say the beholder is still there. You see some of the
Yeah.
tendrils are out.
Yeah, I just want to make sure so I'm not digging in the worst spot.
Okay, so you do find that. So you know where it is. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, commune with nature. Okay, so the spell doesn't function where nature has been replaced by construction. Okay, so this keep actually considers as a dungeon or town because this is a constructed place. So you can't use that to, in essence, tell you which would be the safe place to try and do this, but you do detect where the undead is.
Yeah.
So again, my question is, how are you going to dig it out? You could dig it out by hand, and if you choose to go gently, I would say there is no risk of you causing another collapse, but it's going to take longer. It would take you about, say, an hour at best, depending on the rate that you are doing it.
I guess I'll look to the other two near me. We have an
No.
hour.
The other two have already started flying off.
Oh.
Yeah, you had to call them.
All right.
You have to call them. You have to call them or wave them down to see if they can see you.
I'll call them.
Okay, you shout and.
Oh no, I
Otis.
meant literally like on my Sheikah plate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Otis, Layla, you get a ring on your Sheikah plates.
You guys aren't gonna fucking believe this, but I forgot about the beholder.
What's a beholder?
Big
So,
eye, the
so
big eye
only,
thing.
so only Becht and probably Layla, you would know what a beholder is. Otis, you have never seen one of these things before because you have never, in essence, delved into any magical stuff before. So you're ignorant of that aspect a bit. Not being offensive, it's just like in Otis's, context of him being a warrior, not a mystic sort of thing.
I'm gonna need like an hour to dig this thing out. Layla, can I?
Can you what?
Can I dig out the beholder corpse? It's going to take an hour.
Why? Why do you want the beholder corpse?
You just hear on the other end. You see the symbiote just like flailing around. You hear it flailing around. I think it's pretty obvious.
You hear the scrunching noise of
Yeah,
like
it's like
tendrils
it's
and
like
whatnot.
it's headbutting the rocks, trying to like grab at the beholder's corpse. No, we clean it first.
Fine, but if you get buried again, I'm not helping you.
Okay.
I guess Oris will help.
This is why you're the goat. Does it speed up any time anymore that Ortis is helping you?
If they are helping, yes. If they are helping you, it's gonna take less time, like maybe 30 minutes. If you guys are working
Yeah.
together carefully.
Fine. Telekinesis again. Move.
Okay.
Rubble.
You manage to move the rubble to one side, so you do see the zombified face of this beholder.
I guess Oris will levitate. I guess Oris will levitate down and just grab it.
Okay, and pull it out?
Yeah.
Okay, so Otis, this is the first time you see a zombie beholder. So I am going to send you the image of what you see. So this is what you see. How does Otis react?
Like, okay, now where do I grab it? Just kind of like grabs one of the stalks, just pulls it to see if he can just lift it.
Give me a strength check.
Just slips out of his hand. Ew.
Yeah. Like you could feel like the residue of the undeadness is on your hand, slimy and sticky and unnatural.
Let's see. How you can. Okay, I can lift. Okay, so I have. Yeah, he shouldn't be having problems lifting it. He just grabbing it would probably be the how slippery and stuff. So he's gonna try again.
Bacon as a strength check.
I'm lifting it,
Okay.
and
From your room.
yeah.
Okay. You don't exactly have stable footing on that, so it is going to be at disadvantage.
Can I help to make it neutral?
If you help lift from another end, then yes, there is a possibility of compensating.
Then I will. I'll also use Thorn Whip to kind of do like a lift sort of thing.
Okay.
Or like throw a rope over a thing and then you.
Okay.
Yeah, what I mean.
No, I know what you mean. So you manage to compensate, so it will be a straight roll plus 2 because you're getting helped. Well, actually, no, yeah, it's plus 2 because it's a strength check plus 2. So that's 21. You managed to get it out of there. You are now holding the zombified corpse of this beholder, which I think is a large undead.
I mean, it's not really a problem for Oris carrying it.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
probably got some
if you want to carry it all the way back to the ship, you could totally do that. You are going to be moving at 30 feet, though. Because to
Yeah.
you are not affected, but the broom is going to be affected by the weight.
Yeah, because it's a big broom, but it wasn't designed for carrying stuff
Yeah,
heavier than Oris.
yeah. You're basically, in essence, carrying a large disco ball.
That's such a nice way of a beholder. A disco ball.
Yeah, so he carries it back to the ship.
Okay, and you put it on deck. So every member of the crew sees it's like, ugh! What the in the hell is that?
It's Beholder.
Is a thing that was attacking us.
But why
It
did
is
you bring it here?
because Fett kept demanding it.
Yeah, don't worry,
Or
guys. I got this. This fact just starts weakly pulling it, trying to pull it into the down under.
Okay.
Or-
What do you do with the Mazurite crystal?
Well, first I'll finish exploring this thing, and then I'll eat the Mazarite crystal.
Exploring, that's what we
Oh
call
my
it these days.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Does
Okay.
the Beholder
It-
also have a Mazarite crystal in it? Can I sense that?
No. Straight undead creature machinations from the necromancer. You pull it down. Everybody just hears the slime and squish as it's like going down the stairs, and like everybody's like, ugh. And then like you hear people down below saying like, what the, like, oh by the gods! They look at the horrific visage of the zombie beholder and like, what the fuck is that?
like,
This must
before
be
he pulls
true
it
zombie
down,
beholder.
Oris washes his hand and uses the tablet. Like, get information on it.
Can
Yep.
you not yell? It's you're
Yep.
gonna ruin my meal.
Yeah, yep. So the Shaker Plate activist is like, hello, Otis, how may I assist you?
What is that? And what brought it back to two of the undead?
Scanning. Classification, beholder. Monstrosity. Origin of birth unknown, but heavily dangerous. Has multiple eye sockets that can shoot out rays that can be very deadly, such as disintegration rays.
Actually, its most dangerous ways to charm Ray. When fighting multiple people, anyways.
That's the information it provides you.
And then once I'm finished dragging it down into a nice private area, I, eat up.
Oh God.
And then it just gets turned, it just gets fucking blended up instantly.
Yes. You find a nice room, lit some candles, have a fire,
Yeah.
hide.
Yeah, like he's about to start, it's like, oh, I forgot something. He puts a bib around. He puts a bib on.
Oh dear Lord. Okay, the entire form of you basically unhingedly opens, like the Sing from the movie The Sing, as you begin to devour it in many different ways. And you eat it.
Kirby, but more crisply.
Yeah. Give me high or low.
Let's go with low again.
Oh boy. 90.
Fuck!
You do not get the chance of gaining one of the abilities from the Beholder. However, if you do manage to eat another Beholder or zombie Beholder, the chances of you getting it is higher, meaning you will get a minus 20 to the roll. So whether you call high or low, there is a chance of you getting this. So
But
it's
if I get a
mi-
minus 20, does that mean I should always call low after that?
No. Sorry, I misspoke. So you either get a plus or minus. No, not 20.
Oh.
Not 20. 10 plus 10. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
the more the more you eat of the same
Okay.
kind, the more of the modifier you will get, and the more chances you will get of a chance of you getting an ability. That's how I'm gonna roll. This is like probability. Basically, the more you eat of the same type of species in a row, the better chances of you getting the buff. Because hands down, if you had gotten that, I would have said that you gain one of the eye ways. And you roll a 1d4 each day, and that's the type of way you get for the day. That's how I was going to do that, because and this is only specific for the zombie beholder. This is only specific to the zombie beholder, because zombie beholder only has 4 ways, while a regular beholder has 10.
Okay.
So
Well, then after I've finished eating that, then I'll go upstairs. I'll go back up top. Okay, nothing happened. He immediately swallows the crystal.
okay, so everybody sees that Fecht has a Mazurite crystal, and you see him swallow it, eat it, or
Fuck, no, eats it immediately.
yeah, Fecht. I need you to give me a Constitution save and a Wisdom save separately. Okay, you digest it. You feel fucked, like you've been poisoned with food poisoning. You feel very sick for the first time in your long existence. You feel very bad right now, like utterly, like no words to explain. You are like on the floor convulsing because you did this.
Why would you do this to me, Sophia?
With the 23, you managed to keep yourself from going temporarily insane from the amount of raw energy from the Mazurite crystal. So you managed to keep that under control.
What were you saying, Layla?
Say no, don't, and then you just ate it.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you. I was eating this. Do you want it back? I can still.
How
can feel
many?
it on-
Okay, wait. How many Mazurite crystals did you eat, or is this the only one that you ate?
I don't think I've eaten. Unless I've eaten Mazurite creatures was the first one. I've gone out of my way to say I eat only the crystal.
Okay, so you
Like-
only ate the crystal. Okay. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Well, I mean, there's the queen. I don't know if the things I've eaten. The queen, her soldiers.
Yeah. So they were corrupted by Mazurite crystal exposure, not like radiation exposure. You know that they were not exactly infused with a crystal itself. So this is your first time eating a pure crystal.
Well, there was also that one thing we fought in the doctor's laboratory. Did it have one?
Had Mazurite blood.
Mazurite,
sure.
like it had the ichor and blood of it, but no crystal.
Okay, so then this is my first Mazurite crystal.
Okay.
Like, fully.
1 point. 1 point.
What? Do I have cancer?
1 point.
Vivo.
That's all I'm saying. 1 point. But basically, over time, your food poisoning, sickness, subsides, and you don't feel any difference.
I was gonna say I just used lay on hands to get rid of it.
Okay. Well, this type of poison is different, so wouldn't have worked.
Well, you said it's poison. So...
I said it felt like food poisoning, not of actual poison.
Also, I have a resistance to poison damage, so I'm kind of good.
Where's what it had called nail? Until they fall down. He's right next to Zach.
Yep. So you do see you see Feck was convulsing and whatnot, and then like he stopped and he's just like back to normal now.
Why are you guys staring at me?
Well, yeah, normal for him.
Why are you guys staring at me? Did I do something weird?
You
Yes.
kind of on the ground.
Weirder than normal.
Well, yeah, I know I was on the ground. I remember that, but like, why are you guys staring at me?
You
You're
convulsing.
you're twitching like you were twitching.
Yeah.
While on the ground.
Yeah.
After eating a crystal.
This happens while you guys are moving through the mountains and whatnot. This happens like when movement is back on track at this moment. So
Yeah, I know I was convulsing. I remember that. I don't know why you guys are overreacting like that.
Because you ate a Macerate crystal. A thing full of evil energy that corrupts people and things.
I mean, you do know I have a Macerate crystal in my chest, right?
No.
everybody knows that like he doesn't have a natural heart. Everybody knows that he is artificially created. So everybody knows that he has an artificial crystal heart that is Mazurite. This was like,
Well, the doctor said flat out, like while he was trying to annoy me, he's like, "Yeah, the Macerate thing I put in your chest." You know?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
indeed.
What, were you not listening to the doctor the entire time? He's very annoying. You should pay attention to him, especially when you want to punch him, which I want to do a lot. Can we go back and punch him?
Maybe. Yeah, we'll do that sometime.
Yeah.
Probably a bad idea, but we could get a cleric of Odin to thought rip him. Like extract all his knowledge.
I guess, but where's the fun in that?
Oh, it's pretty fun pretty fun to do it. It's just not something that they would normally do.
Either way, that could have easily corrupted you. The one in your heart, I think it's just different. Not sure why you're not like anything else that interacts with Mazurite.
Well, I'm a defect. That's where my name comes from. In fact, that's what your sister named me anyway.
I think when they resurrected you, well, I think when they resurrected you, it was the source of your power. I'm not sure about your mind, but I'm assuming it's still a form of energy. It works with a sun axe, so it's clearly magical. But then again, it's hard to say. We would have to compare you with a normal Draugr to see the difference.
It's fine.
No,
Excuse
it's
me,
not.
one moment. Easy Effect just fucking he barfs out the entire beholder's skeleton as it falls out. He walks back.
Okay. Fun saying, beholders do not have skeletons.
Do they have any? But
Nope.
What's the?
They do.
They have teeth.
Okay, then yeah, I'll spit out its teeth like fucking a Pokemon using Bullet Seed.
Actually, they do have a skeleton.
Oh.
It's just skull, technically.
Yeah.
Because there's a type of.
Because that's what a lich.
I was thinking that.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever skeletal frame they have, I will spit it out comedically and then walk back to the group. Sorry, there was some indigestion.
Like the entire crew just witnesses this, and like some like hell, others are like mortified and terrified of you. Others are like, nope, and just walks away.
One of them just faints.
Yeah, like.
Oh, good heavens!
How exactly do you do that?
Do what?
Well, a whole skeleton. I don't,
Oh, well, that's.
Death Tyrant.
I mean, just more of these guys mainly. Like he opens his cloak very little, and you just see the symbiote just do a little wave.
Yeah, just basically like hello.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't have to eat, but they do. So I feed them stuff that I can't eat, and then yeah.
okay.
So the ship
So
is
where to next?
yeah. So this entire conversation is happening as the ship is moving forward. Couple of days, you actually get where you do see the outpost where you first visited, where you did acquire the ship. You pass on through, and it's gonna take you another days to get you to the location. So you are near it soon. So I would say that these next couple of days, I will let you guys do some prep slash downtime for you to prepare for anything else. So if you want to make more potions, you want to do something creative, if you want to repair or mend any equipment, now is the time. For you will be going into the belly of the beast, and you may not or may not get any save points at this point.
Can I eat the belly of the beast?
Damn, you are a glutton for food and
I
punishment.
want it all. I'm a Sith Lord, motherfucker.
Oh god. I'm actually
want it all.
I am
No.
terrified of you and the symbiote to actually see if you could eat a dead dragon, because I am terrified of that.
Well, I mean, I assume the higher this. I mean, if you want to make it more like you can make it the higher the CR, the harder it is for me to get the stuff from it.
Exactly. That's kind of like what I did, because
Oh, okay.
because
So yeah,
because a zombie beholder is a uh what is the CR of it?
They were at challenge rating 5, so
Yeah. So
lower
yeah.
than the normal beholder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Don't look up the Death Tyrant. It's not that.
yeah.
I'd like to eat that also.
A CR 14.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so the challenge rating for a beholder regular one is 13. The challenge rating for this is 5. Okay, I see it. There we go. So yeah. But like I said, the more you eat of the same kind of entity, like if you find another zombie beholder and you eat that, you do get a plus. Like a
Yeah.
10 modifier. Either you call high or low. If you call high, you get a plus to it. If you call low, you get a minus to it to see if you could get the the low.
I'm gonna eat a fuck ton of Yuan-Ti so I get magic resistance.
Yeah. But like it also depends, because challenge rating, I would say challenge rating does take into effect, because anything like challenge rating 1, 1.5, 1/4, or whatnot, those are easy. So you don't need to roll, but you need to eat a certain amount in order to get a buff from that. When it's a singular creature like challenge rating 5 or so above, then you do the roll. So that's how this works.
Gotcha.
But yes, but do any prep time that you need if you want to make prep work for anything. Now is the time. If you
Yeah,
want to make more potions, like you have like 4 days or so until you reach the location.
yeah. So he's going to repair his bow and grab at least his shield.
Okay.
Oh, put in the storage. Yeah, so he's repairing his bow.
Okay, so I would say if you find bowstring, which you probably do, you could totally do that. I need you to give me a 1d20 roll plus your modifier, because this is a weapon. I'd say, like, how familiar are you with bows? Like, have you used a bow before?
He has
Okay,
he
so
has
you
proficiency in
so you know how the function of a bow works, basically. So you know how to repair one, fix one, make one type thing, right?
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, with your modifier.
Roll the 1d20.
So okay. Oh, okay. So you fail to do that, my friend.
Butterfingers.
Yeah, your fingers hurt. You can't do it for the day, but you have 4 days until you get to the location. So what is everybody doing for prep time for their 4 days?
Uh,
Like, if you want to make potions, if you want to like do something with weapons, maybe gather ammo, or see if you find anything that can be useful, you could totally do that.
Forest will ask Nail if he can make a potion of oh, of growth.
Um, you mean a potion
Of like,
of growth or shrink?
yeah,
wait, do you want growth? Yeah, it's just
yeah.
called Potion of Growth. It's got the effect of the enlarge reduce. Yeah, I can make the uncommon Potion of Growth.
Okay, so you want to make a potion of growth, so basically increases the creature's size by 1, right?
For 1d4 hours.
For 1d4 hours, but I think depending on the rarity, hang on.
Nope, it's just 1d4 hours. So single rarity.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Your size doubles. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you basically are under the effect of the spell enlarge reduce if you're under the enlarge version. You need the potion of diminution for the reduced.
Yeah. But the target size doubles. So if you're a medium,
The target.
you go to huge, I believe, right?
No, you only go up by one size category.
Oh,
That's to describe, like, if you were 10 feet
okay.
tall, you're
Okay.
now 20 feet tall.
Got it. Thank you.
So the target size doubles in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8. The growth increases the size by one category, from medium to large. For example, if there isn't enough room for the target to double its size, the creature object attains the maximum possible size in the space available. So you can't stick a tiny creature into a tiny cage and cause it to pop until the spell ends. Target also had advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. The target's weapons also grow to match its new size. While the weapons are large, the target's attacks with those deal 1d4 extra damage.
Yeah, because Otis has powerful build. You count as one size larger when determining your carrying capacity, but that does not determine your physical size. You are still medium.
Medium.
So you will grow
So
up to large, right?
large have a giant capacity. You still count as one size bigger.
He also has powerful build and
Hulking figure?
yep. So you just give him more modifiers and lifting him. At that point, you might be able to like lift the ship up and pull it.
Yeah, I can make a potion of growth.
Okay.
Okay. Are you asking for one or many?
Yeah, how many do you want?
Probably two will probably do. You also might want to make a potion of giant strength, at least for you and Layla. Maybe Vect? Would that affect the symbiotes or him? Never seen the undead really.
It
Never
would
actually seen.
affect. I think it would affect basically the character, since the symbiote is
Connected to him.
yeah, he would be affected. Both would be affected.
We also might want to make a potion that can grant us protection against being charmed and stunned.
That would be nice to create, but
Actually, it's
potions.
legitimate. It's potion of psionic fortitude.
Okay, so I should
So
ask: is the potion of growth a common or rare item?
It's uncommon.
Uncommon. Okay, so basically not going to be difficult to make. What is the potion of psychic?
The portion of psychic fortitude is also uncommon.
Okay. Got it. Again, just double checking because I want to make sure.
I forget. Do we know what we're coming in to fight, or no?
You do not. You are visiting this location for the first time, so you do not know what you're facing.
now I think about it, if we're facing demons, do you want to create something against necrotic? Something that protects us against that?
Yeah, that's what I was just. I just wanted to make sure.
Or psionic? I guess ours will actually go to Layla and ask, like, what kind of creatures did the mother employ? Like, do they use necrotic or psychic? Or you probably say, do they use darkness or mind?
Both could be both are utilized. Mother can use a whole host of enemies. We've already faced most of them, from undead to the demonic.
Okay. Out of curiosity, how does the mother feel about you heading to this temple and potentially killing her cultists?
We've already been fighting her. It doesn't change much.
Not really.
Nope.
Do you want me to create want me to create 5 potions of psychic fortitude and 1 potion of growth?
I'm gonna switch some spells around.
Yeah.
So like I said, this is like couple of days before you are entering the area. So I also said this to Adrian in the Discord if he wants to plan anything out as well. Like if he wants to attune to different magical items or whatnot, this is the time to do so.
Well, I guess he'll be Horus will be making arrows for his bow.
Okay. How do you make them?
We'll gather the wood
So you
and
do
start
see,
carve.
yeah, so you do see some piles of wood from the supply. So you could totally take that, use your hunting or the axe or something sharp to carve it into it. So the question is, how many arrows are you wanting to make?
Take us up to 20. He has 13 right now, so we'll try to make 7.
Okay. So just give me. I mean, have you made arrows before? Like primitive?
Probably
So,
not.
okay. Then give me a survival check.
Okay. He's good. Survival.
Okay. I would say you get them as best as you can. They're not the best looking, but they're good enough to function.
Layla, what is your strongest 4th level spell? By that I mean, what's the spell that could do the most damage, theoretically?
Give me a second to open my sheet. The strongest 4th level or strongest spell, regardless?
4th level. Specifically, 4th level.
Give. There is Wall of Fire or Black Tentacles in the 4th level spell category.
Doesn't Fireball do more damage in a single turn than either of those, though?
Yeah,
56?
Fireball. Yeah.
And Lightning Bolt can be cast at 4th level, right?
Yes, but I use the Wand of Lightning Bolt to do that. I don't have the spell itself.
Gotta look at an interaction. Ooh, well, that wouldn't matter. Hey, Lila, have you ever heard of the Potion of Maximum Power?
No, I haven't. Do tell.
The Potion of Maximum Power. The first time you cast a damage-dealing spell of 4th level or lower within 1 minute after drinking the potion, instead of rolling dice to determine the damage dealt, you instead use the highest number possible for each die.
What rarity is that potion?
That one's rare. That's why I was wondering what you would actually have that could even use it.
Well, fireballs or lightning bolts would be the immediate option.
Yes.
It says 4th level or higher, correct?
4th level or lower.
4th level
maximum
or lower, okay.
Yeah, the maximum spell is 4th level. That's why I said at 4th level. Not the best you
Okay,
could do. Because I'm
okay.
pretty sure Disintegrate's like level 5.
Level 6.
Level
It's
6.
level 6. So yeah, it would be fireball, lightning bolt, or shatter.
That have the highest potential damage outputs. Okay, well,
I think it's still fireball.
it depends on how many people are in the straight line versus clustered together for Fireball.
True.
The basis comes down to how many guys you can hit with Lightning Bolt versus how many guys you can hit with Fireball.
Max potential, they both actually do the same amount of damage. Max potential. Just for 45 damage.
Well, no, at 4th level,
I did. I had the extra
Fireball.
time.
Fireball is 96. I don't know about Lightning Bolt.
Lightning bolt at 3rd level gets an extra d6 at 3rd. Hold on. When you cast this spell slot at 4th level or higher, the damage increased by 1d6. So yes. It's a 3rd level spell, so yes, it would also get a d6 from 8d6. 8d6. But either way, I would give it, if it's a specific spell that I have to, am I getting this effect for, that it would be Fireball. If it's just any spell, then it would be one of those two.
Well, it is specifically the next spell.
The next spell. Either way, interested in the potion. Very interested.
Okay, so 1 potion of growth
Okay, so do you want me to start rolling for these potions? So,
Yeah, but like I said, I'm asking for final take on the potions that
so-
I'm wanting you to make.
1 potion of growth, all 5 potions of psychic protection that I
And
can make.
those are common, right?
Those are uncommon as well.
Okay.
So all these 6 potions are all uncommon.
Okay. And you wanna craft one or
1 potion. Well, if I'm successful, I want to successfully craft a potion of maximum power.
okay.
So
Okay.
however many times that takes. I don't know what the thing is for rare potions. You said 10 for uncommon.
I said 5. What?
Oh, I
No.
thought the DC was 10 for uncommon. 10 for common and uncommon. Just if I failed, bad things would happen.
Oh.
For uncommon.
You mean chances? Oh, no. Sorry. Difficulty. Sorry. Difficult challenge. Dice. Yeah. 10 for common and uncommon success. 15 for rare. Very rare. 18. Legendary. 20.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with Wardis's potion of growth.
And he wants 1 or 2.
I'll go for 2.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make 2 then. So
Success. Success. So
okay,
2
so
potions of growth have been completed.
okay, and now these are going to be for the 5 potions of
Psychic defense.
protection.
Yes, psychic protection.
Psychic fortitude is the specific name.
Psychic fortitude. Okay.
So
Psychic something. Success. 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 And that's a success. So I would say this was the natural one. You do get that crafted. However, you see some of the color discoloration on it. However, you see it's a bit more darker than how the potion regularly works. For the 23 and 20, you see that the coloration is brighter than usual.
okay. And for the hopefully the last one. Nope, because the first one is a failure.
Yes, and okay, so I would say this. For common and uncommon, the max potions you could craft in a day or a week or so would be 5 for uncommon and common. Where the max you can make with the materials on board the ship is 3. For very rare, the max is 2. For legendary, 1.
Okay, so the first one was a failure, and I'm gonna hit. I can only do
21,
the second one worked.
that is a success. So you managed to craft one potion of
Maximum power.
maximum power.
Okay, Layla, so you get one potion of maximum power. Use it wisely.
Thank you.
I guess I'll just go fuck myself then.
Well, the potions of psychic fortitude are going to be distributed out. Do you have an ultra high damaging spell? Like Fireball or Lightning Bolt?
I have Cone of Cold.
Uh,
It's basically just the ice equivalent of either Fireball or Lightning Bolt.
yeah. Except you have to be really close to use it.
I am a melee guy.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. You don't actually have to.
Try
Or
melee.
am I?
You could give it to Adrian.
Adrian also doesn't have a lot of single target magic. He mostly is in the whole being able to move about the battlefield. Layla was the logical choice for a potion of maximum power.
Indeed. Layla is your magical DPSer,
Mm-hmm.
while Adrian and Ortis are single target and tank-esque, and Nail and Fact are support.
What the fuck, man? I'm a paladin, you piece of shit.
Well, yes.
He's a paladin druid, but when's the last time he's ever supported?
I'm saying in the sense that he has, like, status effect spells that could change the way the battle goes.
I mean, I kind of get it. I just wish you didn't say support. It just felt like
sometimes can support. He's a part-time supporter.
Yeah, because yeah. Okay, jeez, sorry, didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Then I will spend whatever rest of the day is to this. Specifically the part
ceremony.
where it allows me to create holy water.
Which part?
Like
bless water. You
the
touch
second
one.
Bless water. You may touch one vial of water and cause it to become holy water.
Okay. And you're spending, like, you're casting this multiple times?
Yeah, however long I have left after creating all those potions.
So like I said, this is like in a span of days.
Yep.
So you have 4 days or so. So if you like spend like 1 day each making potions and then spending the rest of the day making holy water, you could totally do that.
Okay, well, I'll just say I made 10 things of holy water in total.
How many what?
10 vials of holy water.
Okay, 10 vials. Got it. Otis, I will allow you to try to repair your bow again. You have 3 days left to try to do this.
Do you want any help repairing your bow?
Yeah, Boris doesn't mind if you want to help repair.
I will help with this. Repairing any broken bits.
It's just the string, technically.
Yeah, because the string was snapped because he pulled too hard when he was pulling the bow back. So you take the string, you tie it around with utmost strength, and because of mending, the mending spell affix it automatically there, so you don't need to tie it off. So it's already affixed. to the location.
Okay, so the bow's fixed.
Yep. Your bow is fixed.
When you need to fix something, a person with mending is really good because they can just be like, magic.
So that's what happens.
Yep.
So I would say if anyone else is wanting certain things done, now is the time. If you have all completed the stuff you want to do, then I will describe what happens when you arrive at the location. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay. Just give me a minute. I got an itch. Okay. So you will arrive at the location that you see on the map, and you have the charts and whatnot telling you where you are, so you are in the location that you see. What you see, however, ba, 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 ba. What you see appears to be a long forgotten fortress of sorts, covered and engrossed in ancient vegetation. Obelisks standing, piercing the sky a bit. You see ruins, devastation. You see that this appears to be I am trying to think of the word. Let me look it up because I'm pretty sure I could think of it. The think of it as the Acropolis of Athens type situation. You know, that type of thing. That's kind of like what you see. Getting pictures to best describe this. Like, think of it as this. Think of it like this. Ruins of a once civilization city with a fortress and whatnot. That's a bit elevated. Collapsed, everything. You see that it is dark, overgrown with vegetation. no signs of life. However, as you're getting closer and closer, you see that the obelisks are stationed in a pattern, almost like going up a red carpet type orientation until it gets to the fortress where there's a big central obelisk that is on display. Damaged, ruined. However, you see that there is a carving of runes on it. To all magic wielders of the arcane arts like Nail and Layla, you recognize this as spell writing. But Layla, as you look closer, you also see one of the runes is in the language of Infernal is one of the yes. So you see one of the runes is Infernal mixed along the arcane runes of spell language. And as you see that, you look and you see that other obelisks have those type of runes as well. Different ones, each connected with spells. This is what you see from a distance with the spyglasses. You are still in the air. So, your captain / advisor, not Adrian, but Gerald Gunnar Turner, the dwarf says, "Alright, lads, this is as far as we could go. There is no viable landing area we can do. We could hover and lower down a rope or ladder for you lads. So, pick up who you want, and we'll be stationed in the air, ready for pickup if you need us."
Or, just hear me out.
We have the brooms.
All have brooms of flying. You can station yourself at a distance, circling for bombardment when called upon.
So, Ghost, that is kinda like what you are seeing with those type of obelisks and that menacing fortress. However, it's more of ancient civilization style. But yes. I should also mention this. You do see that there appears to be a blackness and darkness of the clouds more in this particular region. You could roll a nature. You could roll a nature or arcana check to determine if this is like a natural occurrence or so. Okay. Anyone else wanting to roll arcana or nature?
Well,
So I just really
of course, might as well roll.
Naturally occurring.
Okay.
13.
And and I think Adrian will also roll as well. Nope. Oh, bad. Okay. So for the 13 and 11, I would say you could tell that this does not seem natural. In fact, you could tell that this feels wrong. Like, you feel it. Like, you feel something is really off here. It gives you the vibe that no life exists in this section of
In fact, why didn't you cast
the
guidance
island.
on yourself?
I forgot, but whatever. It's not a big deal.
But that is what you get. You don't sense any life here with this nature check from the ominous Layla. With your arcana, you could tell briefly that there is a large faint density of unfiltered magic emanating and pouring into this area that you are in. Raw, unfiltered magic. You only sensed this type of magic before when you were in that area where wild magic was present and was affecting your spells. This is what you sense from the raw magic. However, this seems not the same as that time. This seems different.
Do I have a feeling that it would affect my magic?
Roll an intelligence check. You have no idea if this would affect your magic or affect you or your party members if you get closer to whatever is emanating this unnatural magical density that is affecting the area. It could have an effect on you and your magic, or it might not have an effect on you. For all intents and purposes, it could just be an intimidation thing that they're trying to present.
Yeah, this is a pretty dangerous place.
My recommendation is we go in with our brooms and have the ship circle so it can bombard if needed.
Agreed.
So you're all in agreement that you're going to be using the brooms for this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then we can contact the ship with the seeker slate and just be like,
Well, the question
"We need
is,
orbital bombardment."
well, the question is, do you give the captain, like, do you give Gerald Gunner one of the Sheikah plates?
I mean, we might have a spare.
Yes. If there isn't one already on board, just because we would want one. Like a ship phone.
Okay, sounds good. Just asking for context because I need to ask.
It's not like they were in short supply. We had like lots of them.
Indeed, that you do. So my question is, do you want to stop here and we pick this up where everybody is, or do you want to land in the city? Or like the area?
We'll just
I think
I think
here's the
Berlin
best.
City
I
is
think-
irrelevant. There's no real difference between the two. It should just be a description of the city, in which case Adrian might have something to note if he's going to be here.
Yeah, I
Actually-
think we could.
Well, the
I think we could stop. I
Okay,
think we'd stop here and save it for next time.
okay. So we will pick this up where you guys now enter this area. And we'll see how this goes next session. He was hoping you managed to stop whatever might happen here or figure out what's about to happen, because this is basically the end of first chapter of the campaign.
Okay.
So yeah, I look forward to seeing you all next session. I wish you all a nice weekend and a week as well. Also, I do want to give you all a heads up that I am going to be going on vacation in July. I will tell you the dates because I may not be able to run my D&D game. So just going to give you a heads up on that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
In fact, did you
gotcha.
read
Yeah.
what I sent you? Yeah, you couldn't even use that potion with Cone of Cold. It's too high of a level.
Yeah.
So I wish you a fine night, and I'll see you guys next session.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Right.
Bye, guys.
Oh, damn.
Oh, what?
Nope.
No, I'm here.
Hey, have you ever played a game called Skies of Arcadia?
I have not.
It was a Dreamcast game that they re-released onto the GameCube in the year 2000.
Oh, okay. I have not played any of that because I do not have a GameCube, sadly.
Well, the only reason I say is because of any game that I have ever played, it is the best game at ship-to-ship combat that's like turn-based in nature.
Oh.
So yeah, so you play a sky pirate. So part of the combat is you're on a ship, and you have to engage other ships. So unlike other games that have 3-person parties, you have a 4-person party. So every person can do something per round, and you select what you're going to do at the start of the round, and then things play out.
Ah, okay. Makes sense.
So if you want to get more into ship combat, you may want to look into that. I basically asked ChatGPT to create something based off of how Skies of Arcadia would play into D&D, but yeah, it's the nature of it is a turn-based game, even in the ship combat area.
Well, send me the link of it in the private GM, and I will look into it.
Yeah. I mean, it's also a really fun game if you had a Wii.
I sadly don't have that, but yeah, totally, I would check that out.
Yep. Okay, that's all I wanted to say, because yeah,
No,
it
it's
is
fine.
it is the most interesting and fun turn-based ship-to-ship combat system I have ever seen or experienced. Because I have it on GameCube, but I don't have a GameCube anymore. I have a first generation Wii that allows you to play GameCube games.
Ah, okay.
So I can still play it.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, they handle the ability to turn something that should be dynamic, like ship-to-ship combat, and made it a very intuitive but fun turn-based system.
Well, like I said, send me the link. I'll look into it. If I figure out a way how to run that, I may be able to do ship combat aerial or sea ship combat. We'll see how that goes.
Yep. Okay. So,
Alright. So, yeah, see you next session.